We're talking the best. The whole deal, right? That's what it says. And then, next, automotive department. Transportation. Okay? After cattle and sheep, horses and chariots. And then last, in the basement, where they don't talk about it much, when you read this in the Greek, they talk about bodies and souls. You know what they're talking about? Triple X. They're talking about all manner of sensual things.
The red light department.
That's what it is. Gourmet foods, all those things. Now, I want you to notice something. Nothing in this list is an absolute necessity. This nation, this Babylon, this thing that gets destroyed, the people are absolutely self-absorbed to the exclusion of everybody else, seeking after and making the point of their life all kinds of things they don't need. It's all for pleasure. It's all for want. Wow, it's starting to sound like someplace you know.
We just got done Christmas shopping and you make me feel really guilty right now.
Oh, not yet. Just wait. Okay. All right. The fruit that your soul longed for is gone from you. And all the things which are rich and splendid have gone from you, and you shall find them no more at all. Verse 15. The merchants of these things who become rich by her will stand at a distance for fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. They can't get close. And what are they weeping and wailing over? Because they loved her? They're weeping and wailing because they're saying, we've lost our markets. We've lost our way to make a buck. That's what they're weeping and wailing over. The association is economic. Goes on. And saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour such great riches came to nothing. Every shipmaster, this is significant, every shipmaster and all who traveled by ship, sailors, and as many as trade on the sea, stood at a distance and cried out when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what is like this great city? Now there's a couple of significant clues in this, okay? The actual city of Babylon, and they're talking about a city here, the actual city in Iraq is way inland. You cannot see that city from any seaport. There's no place to see it. If it were to burn to a cinder, you'd never see the smoke. You couldn't. This says that wherever this place is, wherever it is, that there are merchant ships that are going to be on their way into that place to deliver the goods that the merchants are selling. That's a principal marketplace for them. They are going to see the city on fire, and they're going to be able to readily see it from any vantage point at the water. And they're going to lament because they have holds full of goods and no way to deliver them, because something about that area is going to cause fear in them not to approach. I don't know. I think maybe a mushroom? Maybe a cloud? Good question. All right. So now, 20th verse. Everything has sounded really terrible. Oh, 18th verse. And cried out when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what is like this great city? They threw dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city in which all who had ships on the sea became rich by her wealth. For in 1 hour she is made desolate, destroyed. Their market's gone. 20th verse. Rejoice over her, O heaven, and you holy apostles and prophets, for God has avenged you on her. Then a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and threw it into the sea, saying, thus with violence the great Babylon shall be thrown down and shall not be found any more. The sound of harpists, musicians, flutists, and trumpeters shall not be heard in you anymore. What does that mean? Things are going to be so terrible that there will be no Las Vegas. There is not going to be any entertainment. There isn't going to be any instruments to play. There isn't going to be any Hollywood to get movies out of. Everybody's going to be dealing with real life. It's going to be survival. The light of a lamp shall not shine in you anymore. The light of a lamp won't shine in you anymore. You know the reason? If you say in your translation, it may say candle. You know why they're not lighting any candles? They don't have any. Everything is gone. It's all gone. Everything is desolate. Commerce has stopped. Nothing moves. The light of the lamp shall not shine in you anymore, and the voice of the bridegroom and bride shall not be heard in you anymore. For your merchants were the great men of the earth, for by your sorcery all the nations were deceived. So the big